Hey, checking in with you today from the beautiful Pacific Northwest, now a second home to Cheryl and me. I get away from Washington, escape for a little time, get out of the clutches of the nation's capital, gives me a time for spiritual refreshment, get a fresh perspective on things. And we're building new relationships all up and down the West Coast. We have churches, wonderful friends, pastors that we're partnering with. So it's a nice time for me, and I'm here just a few days. Then I go to Utah, where I'll be introduced to an entirely new church, a whole new church, Abundant Life Church in North Salt Lake. You know that I come and go from Utah quite a bit, but it's usually because of our ongoing long-time friendship with Pastor Mike Crowder, his wife Marcia, and the beautiful people at Christian Life Center in Layton, Utah. But this time, whole new church, never been there before. So if you're anywhere within driving distance of Salt Lake City, come on by. All the details for Abundant Life Church are at our website, faithandaction.org. Maybe you need a little escape like I do from time to time. Get on an airplane, fly to Salt Lake, join me at church this Sunday. I'd love to hug your neck in Christian fellowship, and I know the church would welcome your visit. So come on by. We'll all be first-time visitors at Abundant Life Church in North Salt Lake City, Utah. And then I want to mention one other thing to you, and that's next week's National Prayer Breakfast back in Washington. I'll be back on the ground on my mission field, and I'll be at the National Prayer Breakfast. This is the event you watch on television. You see it on C-SPAN. It's been going on for over 50 years. Always draws the President of the United States, all of our top-level government officials. There will be government leaders, heads of state from around the world. Of course, lots of Christian leaders come to town. But I'll be playing a little different role this year than I have in years past. I'll be part of the intercessory prayer support for the event. I'll be behind the scenes praying and leading in prayer. You pray with me about that. This is in concert with our theme this year at Faith in Action. You know, we've declared 2010 a year of prayer, started it out by leading a week of prayer for my friend Pastor David Hernquist in the Bronx, New York. That was a beautiful way to start our year. I'm continuing it with this role, praying because, you know, this is a crucial political year. There's going to be a very important election coming up in November. It's going to have enormous consequences. We need to get the mind of God on it. We need to be seeking His will in prayer. We need to be prayerfully reading the Scriptures to get direction from the Word of God and how to cast our vote. That's the way we become salt and light, one of the ways in our society. It's a very important act of Christian stewardship, and we're doing it by emphasizing the need to pray. We're calling it prayer before politics. And you're going to read a lot about this on our website as we draw closer to the election. Then I'll be leading in prayer, or actually engaging in prayer again in February when I take my annual prayer and fasting retreat. I'll be praying for you by name and 99,000 other friends of faith and action. It's going to be quite a stiff challenge for me, but I'm determined to do it. Did it last year with 70,000. Now I have 100,000 people to pray for, and I'm going to be praying for you. Well, we'll keep you up to date. I'll be checking in with you from the National Prayer Breakfast next week, so watch for that. Then I'll be checking in with you from my prayer and fasting retreat down in Florida. So lots happening. Check out our website. The team is as busy as ever back home in Washington. I'll be back there next week. I run out of time. Check in with you again then. God bless.